I kind of want to talk about healing. Because a lot of people act like healing. A lot of people think that healing is some linear thing or something that something happened to you and then you just grieve over it and then get over it. Like something to move on from. But healing is so much more than just something happening to you and then getting hurt by it and then moving on from it. There's so many things in between that we don't talk about or don't realize, especially if something goes on for a long period of time. It's not just getting over the hurt, right? It's not even just about knowing your worth. It's about having these things that were taught to you and you have to unravel them one by one, but you can't really do that individually by yourself. You have to do that with experiences. And that's why healing can take a long time. And I think that's why other people can be gems. Like, they are essential to healing. And it's not just about support, although that can be a very big thing. I think when people say that other people can be the key to healing, it's not just about the support, it's also about what you learn through other people. And this could be learning through losing other people. This can be learning through relationships that you go through with that other person. And then you learn these little things about yourself. So through one relationship, you could have someone that is like really good and supportive, but at the end of it, you can realize how toxic you are or were. Something that you may not have thought about before because you focus so much on the hurt and not so much of what you've learned throughout the years and your own coping mechanisms of how you have stayed safe, or what you've been taught. You still absorb some of it even if you don't realize, but then you realize through other people, through what you've observed and how you've kept yourself safe, and that safety that you hold, that you've had for yourself, that you learned to cope through, doesn't benefit through the relationships of other people. It only benefits you through survival. But when you don't have to survive anymore, those things are toxic. And you can also realize insecurities that you have about yourself through other people as well. You can, there's so many things that you learn through other people and other experiences, to where healing is not just about the hurt. It's about learning the things that you've learned that were in there in your brain subconsciously, and then they come out in other ways. And I think that's why healing takes a long time, and why it can take so long to realize certain things. If you don't realize these certain things, then you're not as healed as you think you are. Just because you're not hurt anymore, just because you're safe, doesn't necessarily mean that you've healed. Because healing is more than one thing. It's realizing toxic traits, it's learning about your own insecurities, growing from the hurt, and realizing and listening to yourself and your own wants, and striving towards these kinds of things despite what you have been told. Um, and I think that's all I want to say about this. I'm not sure. I just think things aren't forward. It's like a wave of time and experiences